Okay, so the second thing that I was drawn to this morning about David is something I had read before and had stood out before, that when David sins with Bathsheba, it was during the season that kings were supposed to be at war. So he wasn't where he was supposed to be. It says that Bathsheba was actually bathing because she was purifying herself, because back then, if you had your monthly discharge, you needed to purify yourself if you were a woman. So she had just had her period and she's purifying herself. And then David sees her and makes her come to him. He is the king, and in that particular situation, she really couldn't say no. And he then is with her, and they end up becoming pregnant. She was following the law of Moses, and David, in the wrong season, took her and defiled her. It was David who defiled her. It was David who tried to manipulate everything. When he found out that she was pregnant, he brought her husband back from the front lines and tried to get him to go and lay with her so that he could manipulate and pretend like the child wasn't his. That didn't work because Uriah, her husband, was actually such a good soldier that he had him killed. He sent him out and told them to pull back so that he would be defeated. And he was killed. And then he went and he took her as his wife. And they did have a child. And God was displeased. He was displeased mostly with the fact that David wasn't doing what David was meant to do. He was meant to be a king. He was anointed as a king. And this was the season that kings were at war. Instead of being at war, he was looking around. He was kind of bored and looking for something more than what God had given him. God anointed him king of Israel, and this was the season that kings were to be at war. So this is why I want to share this. What season did God say you're anointed for it right now? Where are you supposed to be? Are you manipulating things? Are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? And if so, your manipulations are going to involve other people, other relationships, and bring about something that's going to end up being displeasing to the Lord. So I just want to talk to somebody out there. I feel like this was more than just for me. What's your season? Are you doing what God told you to do in that season? Are you bored? Are you looking around? Are you maybe wanting to be in control and do things your way? Because if so, what you end up giving birth to might displease God. And I'm not saying it's going to be a baby, right?